Okay, so hello guys. So I'm back once again, Lane here for my manga review of One Piece Chapter 946. Okay, so I know guys this chapter has been released 2 weeks ago. I think it's on June 23 if I'm not mistaken. So I'm so sorry if it's very late, but I just really want to share something specially about Kawamatsu because I really think I noticed him doing something special in this chapter. Okay? So let's just dive into it, okay? Let's just dive into it. Okay, so on the cover page of chapter 946, we have here the title. We have Queen versus O-lin. Okay, and you can see here a picture, a very sweet picture of Kinemon and his wife Ochuru. Okay, and they are taking a night date. Okay, or they're going out on a night date, yes. Okay, and on the side you can see there the tanuki. Okay, I just want to point out this tanuki because we have seen this in one of the earlier chapters of the Wano Kuni arc, and then when we were introduced to the sumo guy, the one who is pursuing Okiku. Okay, he was there in the restaurant where that guy was eating, and then that's the chapter. I think Teking 101 mentioned that there might be something which will happen with Chopper because Chopper is always being mistaken to be a tanuki, and then to see a tanuki there being endangered, does that mean Chopper will face some danger in the future? Okay, so let's see. Okay, and then on the side beside the tanuki, we have there the Jizu statue. It's a common statue that you can find on the roadsides of Japan. On the roadsides of Japan, wherein it's there for, I think, safety purposes. Okay, so I'm going to check on that. Okay, and then you have there also a fox, a very cute fox, okay, lighting the way for Ochuru and Kinemon. So let's go to our next page. So we have here, so you see here, we see Big Mom actually doing some wrestling moves, okay, against Queen. So you know what, guys, in terms of wrestling, my my experience with the only experience I have with wrestling is that I used to watch it was when I was still in my first year high school. It was when I was 12 to 13 years old. Okay, I happened to be hooked. I was hooked on watching wrestling matches on television that time, and then the only I only know quite a few wrestlers that time. I know John Cena. He was already active that during that time. Hulk Hogan, of course, icon. Okay, then we also have here the Big Show. Okay, the Big Show, Big Mom. Okay, can be. Okay, then we also have here my favorite tag team. We have Edge and Rey Mysterio. Okay, so those are the only things I know about wrestling actually. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we see here, and of course we can clearly see that Big Mom is dominating the match. Okay, and then we have here this one. Big Mom threw um Queen to a certain stone wall, okay? And by doing that, Big Mom actually accidentally um opened the locked doors of Kawamatsu's cell in the prison because in the if you will remember, Kawamatsu has been in prison in Udon for 13 years already, and some of the guards are even mentioning that the locks in that cell in Kawamatsu's cell itself has already rusted. Okay, they cannot open it because it has already rusted for the long time. For the 13 years, it hasn't been opened. Okay, so you see here, Kawamatsu finally escaped. Okay, Kawamatsu's self was finally open, and then what happened? We see here that suddenly, Kid and Killer were out of the water. We're in the past chapter, in chapter 945, they're still drowning because they're being shoved in the water upside down with their heads first. Okay, so suddenly they're out of the water, and who could have done that? Okay, that's the thing I want to point out. Okay, so you see here, Kawamatsu did something great. He escaped from his prison, and he's just around in the Udon prison observing the situation. So let's see what's going to happen here. I think he's outside already. Okay, and then you can see in chapter 947, I think he will help. Okay, he will be one of the people who will help Luffy to dominate or to conquer the Udon prison. So let's see. I'm excited. Okay, so again, going back here. So there you go. And then I want to also point out that Killer here is still affected, greatly affected by the effects of the devil fruit, of the small devil fruits, because even though he is coughing from being drowned, okay, he's still he's still uttering that very very unusual laugh, the fa 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 fa. Okay, so let's continue. Oh, so we have here, oh, this one, okay. So the time when Big Mom is sniffing for the Oshiruko, it's very funny. So I have nothing to comment about here. I've already said my piece about this during my live reaction. So, oh, this guy, like the Babanuki guy. So I said in my live reaction that Babanuki, or old maid in English, is the head jailer in the O-lin person. But I actually went back. Okay, I actually went back reading the chapters, the manga chapters, and I also went back and listened to Taking 101's chapter reviews, and then the head jailer, or the vice warden in the Udon prison, is not actually Babanuki, but it's Dobun, the the hippo user, hippo smile user. And then in the earlier chapters of One Piece, when Dobun swallowed, okay, Luffy and Killer, okay, because Dobun was trying to execute Hyogoro in that part, okay, because because he has a lot of, oh, I'm not going to explain that part anymore, but it has something to do with the amount of Oshiruko that he has, okay, because Luffy that time gave him his coupons so that Kyogoro can have some Oshiruko, and then the guards there are not convinced that he was the one who earned those coupons. So that's what happened. So when Dobon swallowed Hyogoro, Luffy, and Killer, okay, they burst out from inside him, and so I think he died already. Teking also said he probably died, but we just don't know, because in One Piece, people rarely dies even if they are villains. Okay, so they always have a second chance. So let's see. Well, of course, we can't say this the exact same thing with Whitebeard, and Ace, because yeah, as we all know, they're pretty much dead. Okay, very sad, but then sometimes you have to move a story forward by actually killing off some characters. Okay, so let's see here. So we also have here again, Caribou with his with his wonderful plan of ruining the communication system in Wano. So very nice. Let's see what Caribou will do in this one. Will he be an ally of the Straw Hats? Will we love this character eventually, like others, like the other characters that we have, or will he still remain as the evil opportunist that he is so far in the story? So let's see. Okay, and then we can see here after that. So yeah, actually, why, you know what, guys? I thought there's an error with with the translation, because I read here a snail instead of snail, but I think it's it's really supposed to be snail. Okay, they call the denden mushis in this areas, the specific boss snails, they call them as boss males. Okay, boss males. So I think we have to take note of that. Okay, then we also have here, okay, this part. Okay, so the part where Luffy was actually successful in taking out the collar of Hyogoro, the one that Queen put in their collars, wherein if they go out of bounds of the sumo ring, okay, because you have a ring around on the ground, okay, if they go out of that one, this collar would release blades and would cut off their heads. So what happened here is that Luffy was able to use an advanced form of haki, okay, the one that actually the one that was actually used by Rayleigh way back in the Sabaody archipelago, when he removed the collar of Kimi in the auction house. Okay, so it's the same. And actually in this one, Hyogoro mentions that it's the type of haki that he will actually teach Luffy. He's planning to teach Luffy. Actually, it's not called haki here, because Wano is a closed off country. It's an isolationist country, so they call things differently. Actually, they don't even know about the existence of devil fruits, but some of their citizens are devil fruit users, but they're not aware. They just consider those kinds of magical powers as magical powers, okay? Not some sort of ability coming from a devil fruit, okay? So you see here, the term that they use for haki, okay, is actually ryuo. Okay, and I mentioned also in my live reaction of chapter 947 that ryuo has two translations. The first one is Dragon King, and the second one is the flowing sakura. Okay, flowing sakura. Okay, so you see here, this kind of advanced haki is what do you do here is that you let the haki flow from you into the target. Okay, you let it flow, and then you will make the target explode from the inside out. So you see, that's what's advanced haki. And then Hyogoro also mentioned that it's more powerful compared to the normal hardening or the vulcanization of your arm. Okay, so let's see. So that's all for this chapter, I guess. So I'll think I'll try to come up with also with a manga review of chapter 947. And of course, this Friday we don't have a break, so I'm expecting to do my live reaction of chapter 948. Okay, so for now, that's all. Okay, see you again. See you again next time. Okay, guys. Bye.